guys, you're welcome once again. What we're going to be talking about is this trend that has been going left, right, and center. I don't know whether it's going viral because the supporters of Tinubu they are trying so hard to sell the man, and they are again trying to distance him from Buhari's achievements, which is supposed to be a good thing. But they themselves, they are not proud of the APC government that Tinubu himself actually belongs to, and not just an ordinary chieftain. Because we have chieftains, we have chieftains. So no, all chieftains are all chieftains. He is the national leader of the party. He's not even a chairman of a particular state or a chairman of the local government or whatever. Is the national leader of the party, which we believe that irrespective of what is happening, he should be able to be part of the government. But they are telling you that you know, don't do this, don't do that, and that's why they are going back to come and dig to go and dig a lot of things, what he did while he was governor and what have you. Even with this present achievements of some of the governors, now is they are claiming that he did that, and that is one thing about the Nigerian politicians, whether they are in PDP or whatever, because irrespective of whatever you think you are doing, to you it might be good because at the end of it, it's the general overall of what you guys have done. Where is the face of the country? That is what we need to be talking about. Okay, XYZ, you did this. Then what is the standard living of the people? How are people living? Generally, you can, it's just like you have a 10 subject or courses that you are doing. In one, you have a plus or a star, as you may want to put it, but the rest ones you have a F9. By the time they sum it together, aggregates, he's going nowhere. You cannot be using that one, if at all. I'm just using that one as a scenario. You can't be using that one of the courses that you pass out of 10 and be saying this and that. What about the other ones? Because they are going to put everything together for you to get your GPA. So this trend that Tinubu built Lagos, Tinubu built Lagos, and people are saying, which Lagos? Koro Koro, before our very eyes, you guys are just lying. Built how? And there's this dangerous trend that these guys are going, those who are supporting him, that, oh, Igbos are the ones benefiting. Benefiting, I don't understand. You know that these guys are hardworking everywhere they go. But any little thing, like I've always said, the people that are really making life uncomfortable for them, that can even bring a cutlass and knife and shoot in their neck, they no go for those ones. I don't know whether they are afraid of them, all those Fulanis. But when it comes to Igbos, one must say any really demo. Now those Igbos now they feel get power for their body. Any little thing Igbo go back to your dissing. And we have a lot of Yorubas in London, all over the world. Who has ever come to tell you that you should leave? We have Yorubas in Igbo land. Who is saying anybody to leave? It is this you people, because you want to lord it all over others. Because when they see that you cannot be easily bought, or you cannot be easily convinced, or you don't even want to do all this yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, whether things good or not or bad, yeah, you just say yes sir, yes sir. You don't want to think, and that is where the problem lies. Now, Tinubu built Lagos, but they are not saying he built Lagos, but he couldn't even build hospital that he can attend. He built this, he built that. They will tell you Nigeria is good. I'm even talking generally, not only him. They will tell you Nigeria is this. All these politicians, like Eli Mohammed, will tell you that the Boko Haram, whatever the insurgency, has been defeated, technically defeated. What about reality? We are talking of reality. Are you going to be telling the victims of those Boko Haram actions and what have you, those who are falling, who are the victims, you want to be telling them that, and you expect them to believe you, to clap for you that it is true? Like I've always said, if you escape the insecurity in this country, you cannot escape the economy that is biting anywhere you are. It's just biting. So overall, where is Nigeria? Nigeria is nowhere. The citizens cannot be boast. They cannot be proud of this country. At this age and time, people are still running. They are still living Nigeria. They are still living Nigeria because Nigeria is not favorable to them. It was happening before, but why should it be so? You see all our politicians now, they are going up and down to go and hold meeting in another man's country. Has it ever happened that those ones will come to your country? They have no shame because of this ego, because of pride, and it has even beclouded their sense of reasoning and judgment. Can you imagine such a thing? So you are able to build Lagos, but you couldn't build hospital for yourself. Does that really make sense? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. All of them, their children are schooling abroad. All of them, they go to hospital. Even as far as the president is the of a chief of those who patronize abroad things. Shamelessly will come and tell you that he has been using a doctor for the past 40 years. He has been using it, and you cannot change the narrative. You talk about change and you are still using the doctor. You don't even believe in your own. Oh, they will tell you, oh, this one is not just like the way they always make a excuse for Tinubu. He's not the one in power. He's not the one that will make policy. So the same thing happened to Buhari. He has been using his doctor for over 40 years because Loretta Onoche made us to understand that you don't expect him. So because he's a president, that his doctor he has been using, you should just cut it because he's a president. Like seriously? Like seriously, these guys they talk, and that's why people they talk to them anyhow and they call it disrespect. When you are not making sense, people will throw things at you, irrespective of your age. Who your age? Who you help? So if he was not even in government, if Buhari was not in government because he was not the one who could make policy, but now that you are in government, you have power, all the power belongs to you. Majority of the power in whatever in the country, according to the constitution, you have right to make things happen. Why didn't you do that? They will not say you Tinubu is not the one in charge of this thing, but the one that is in charge, and things were not going fine, since he was not the president, and now that he's the president, what is he doing about the hospitals, about a health sector, about education? See the way they are dragging education left, right, and center because it's not affecting them. And these are the people you call patriots. They are not patriotic. They are not patriotic at all. So you built Lagos and you forgot to build a hospital that you're going to be using left, right, and center. There's a video that we just saw recently. I shook my head, because we saw Tinubu's full video, from head to toe. He was walking, and you could see that, when some reporters were talking about the knee surgery, because we have not even seen most of the time. We don't see half of him talks and all of that. I was just wondering, say, which one be knee surgery? Because some people believe that it might not really be what is really suffering for, maybe suffering for some other things. But when you saw that video, he was going to enter a aeroplane or so. Kiyamu was carrying back. I don't know whether it's a Tinubu's bag because I was not even concentrating. But I was just looking at Tinubu the way he was walking. If you see that this is true that he had a knee surgery. In fact, it was really bad, and he was just struggling. Even he was just struggling. He was just struggling. I just shook my head. From Paris to the US, from US to what is it called? According to London to whatever. But they don't believe in their own. So guys, that is just it. So he built Lagos according to them, which is a very, very big lie, because they are just looking for a way to justify the baggages that the man is carrying. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let us have your take on this. Thank you.